Imagine trying to learn a completely new language. But the only way you can practice is if your teacher is standing right in front of you, physically performing every single word with maximum energy. Welcome to today's deep dive.
Right, because for deaf and hard of hearing students, it's not just speaking, it's a total full body performance.
Exactly. Facial expressions, posture, just constant movement. And that exact physical exhaustion is what a student group called Starbell at University Sains Malaysia wanted to fix.
Yeah, in the 2026 academic project paper we are looking at today, they actually analyzed a popular TikTok by a special education teacher, Siku Atika.
Oh, right. She uses a method called total communication, which bridges communication gaps beautifully for these learners.
It does, but it requires immense stamina. It relies entirely on intense physical gestures and voice modulation.
So it's incredibly effective, but it leads to massive teacher burnout. It's basically expecting educators to perform a high-energy one-person Broadway show every single day.
Right, and when that final curtain drops and the teacher goes home, how do the students practice?
Yeah, because text alone just doesn't work for these students.
Yeah.
They really need that visual, physical context.
Which is obviously a huge barrier for self-paced learning.
Right. And since we obviously can't clone incredible teachers like Siku Atika or, give them limitless energy, these students had to find a way to digitize that experience.
So they used Google Gemini to build the BIM Smart Simulator. They essentially used it to write the code for a web app based on the ADDI instructional model.
That's the 5-step framework, right? Like analyze, design, develop, implement, and evaluate.
Exactly. And the result is this platform with interactive flashcards. An AI engine actually uses your webcam to track two-handed Malaysian Sign Language, or BIM, in real time.
Okay, but I'm looking at this and immediately thinking about AI hallucinations. You hear those stories all the time.
Oh, for sure.
If I'm a parent, I absolutely do not want an AI just, inventing fake sign language. How do they stop Gemini from making things up or serving the wrong curriculum?
Well, that is the brilliance of the teacher content management panel they built. Think of the app like a high-tech digital puppet.
Okay, a digital puppet.
Yeah, the AI manages the complex mechanics, like the strings moving the joints, but the human educator writes the script.
Oh, wow. So teachers have ultimate control to update the vocabulary and link out to specific human-approved reference videos?
Exactly. The AI just visually checks if the student's hands match the teacher's video.
Having that human guardrail is super smart.
Right.
But, a digital puppet only matters if you can actually use it. They took this out of the lab and tested it at a live showcase booth.
They did. Users were trying to sign words like selamat, terima kasih, and tanaya.
And how did that go?
Well, they hit a massive roadblock. The AI originally took 12 seconds to scan and evaluate a single gesture.
Wait, really? 12 seconds? If you've ever tried to hold your hands frozen in midair, 12 seconds feels like an absolute eternity.
Oh yeah, my arms would be shaking.
So how do they actually fix it?
The developers went back and really streamlined how the AI processes the video feed. They optimized the code to cut that evaluation delay down to a snappy 7 seconds.
Oh, that's much better.
Right, and they also widened the camera frame so students didn't have to stay perfectly rigid in this tiny box on their screen.
Even shrinking it to 7 seconds, though, holding a pose for that long is tough. Does that physical friction actually help lock the memory into the learner's brain?
It does. That slight delay actually turns out to be a feature, not a bug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you're forced to hold your hands in the air for 7 seconds, your brain is actively mapping that physical feeling. The AI isn't just grading you, it actually forces a muscle memory to kick in.
So it gives you immediate feedback, which stops you from accidentally practicing the wrong hand shapes while you're studying alone at home.
Exactly.
So why does a Malaysian Sign Language app matter for you, the listener, whether you're learning a language or not? Because it really shows AI evolving far past generating text or drafting emails.
It is becoming this personalized, interactive engine for inclusive, self-paced learning that doesn't exhaust our human resources.
Right. It proves the best tech doesn't try to replace the human expert. It simply removes the physical limits of the traditional classroom.
We've basically gone from expecting a daily Broadway show to offering a tireless digital tutor.
Exactly. But I'll leave you with this lingering question. If a simple webcam AI can now perfectly map our complex skeletal hand movements to evaluate sign language, how long before it begins interpreting our completely involuntary physical gestures to read our private emotional states?